Fellow Nigerians, it is no longer news that Hanan Buhari, daughter of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, flew with our presidential jet on the 10th day of January 2020 to a private event in Bauchi State, Nigeria, where she went to take photographs because she's a professional photographer by training. And she was received at the airport by the First Lady of Bauchi State. Allocating a presidential jet or a national asset such as the presidential jet to the daughter of Buhari is against moral ethics and the economic interest of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Hanan Buhari was in the news recently when her previously used mobile telephone number was recycled by the network providers, MTN, and the number was coincidentally bought by citizen Anthony Okolie. Okolie was arrested by the State Secret Service or Security Service, and he was whisked from Asaba to Abuja, the state capital, where he was detained for 10 weeks. Even if the person that signed for or gave the permission for Hanan to fly the presidential jet was not conscious of the moral implication of what he did, we expect that Hanan, who had the privilege of schooling in the United Kingdom, ought to understand that it was morally wrong. Therefore, she ought to, out of more moral uprightness, to decline the use of the presidential jet. The question is, will the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom assign the private jet of the state to his daughter or son? Did Hanan not see the videos of the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom or that of the Netherlands where they rode bicycles to their offices? Hanan Buhari, you are too big to fly commercial airlines. Should all photographers in Nigeria be transported to their places of private businesses? Oh, you have to fly because you are the daughter of a president, to fly with our presidential jet? Which African president has displayed such reckless insensitivity? Hanan, your father promised to reduce the number of our presidential fleet when he was desperately campaigning to be president of Nigeria. Has he reduced the number of the fleet? Your father budgeted 792 million naira to install internet in one of the presidential jets for you to fly privately. Your father parked the presidential jet belonging to the Federal Republic of Nigeria in the United Kingdom for over 200 days when he went to seek for international medical care. Till date, he has boldly refused to tell Nigerians how much is spent from the treasury of Nigerians to park the jet in the United Kingdom and to treat his health. He never did. On February 21, in the year 2015, when your father was desperately campaigning to be president, during a lecture at the Chatham House in the United Kingdom, we remember what he said. He said, "What is the difference between me and those who elected us to represent them? Absolutely nothing. Why should a Nigerian president not fly with other Nigerian public? Why do I need to embark on a foreign trip as a president with a huge crowd and with public funds? Why do I need to go for foreign medical trip if we cannot make our hospitals functional? Why do we need to send our children to school abroad if we cannot develop our university to compete with the foreign ones? Hanan, you, Yusuf, Halima, Safinatu, Nana, Fatima, and all your father's children, you all schooled in the United Kingdom during this regime. And your father had spent over 200 days in the United Kingdom. Your mother spent over 2 weeks for medical treatment in the United Kingdom. Your brother Yusuf, when he fell from the motorbike, spent some time abroad for medical care. You've abandoned, completely abandoned the clinic of Asorok, where billions of naira has been budgeted. And your mother, Aisha Buhari, taunted Nigeria by displaying the video of you in the presidential jet. Little wonder your mother is supporting their bootlickers in the National Assembly to pass the anti-social media bill so that when things like this happen, we don't talk. Your father has seized the legislature. He has seized the judiciary. Now he wants to seize the social media so that Nigerians don't talk. Hanan Buhari, the helicopter that crashed, flying the vice president, Yemi Osinbajo, in February 2019, was a hired chopper. In June 2018, the chopper that flew him, that developed technical fault, was also a hired chopper. Your father is only interested in the voice of the siren, in his family and his personal interest, against the wishes of the citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Your father introduced VAT, increased the rate of VAT for Nigerians to pay tax so that you could fly the presidential jet at our expense. No child of any of our presidents have been given such reckless privilege before. Your father is not the first president. Jonathan Goodluck did not do that. Late Musa Yar'Adua did not do that. Obasanjo has 19 children. His eldest daughter, Iyabo Obasanjo, was a senator in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. She never flew a presidential jet. Obasanjo's eldest son, Adeboye, is an army officer. He never flew the presidential jet. Muhammadu, Aminu, Aishatu, Halimatu, all children of Ibrahim Babangida, they never flew with our presidential jet. Mohammed, Sadiq, Abba, Zainab, and the other children of Sani Abacha, they never flew with our presidential jet. Never. They were never given the unethical privilege of traveling at the expense of Nigerians. Hanan Buhari, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? The vice president of Nigeria is flying a helicopter. You cannot fly a commercial transportation on the road or even in the air. Your father has continued to show gross insensitivity to the plight of Nigerians. Nigerians have been killed, our soldiers have been killed in Sambisa forest. Christians were lined up not too long ago, and they were shot by terrorists. Your father never came out to address Nigerians. All the deaths going on in Nigeria, your father never came out to address Nigerians. All we saw are aides tweeting to Nigerians. Your father had never been sensitive to the plight of Nigerians. He's more interested in himself, his family, and the use of our private jet. Never in the history of Nigeria have we experienced so much nepotism as your father has displayed. 58 Nigerians were killed in the 2019 election for your father to forcefully come into office. Your father is sitting on the throne of blood because he rode into power with the blood of Nigerians for you to fly our presidential jet. Your father lied to us that he will end Boko Haram, that he knew the people behind him. He lied that he would end Boko Haram within a year. And we thought that because he was a military officer, that he had the experience and the managerial acumen to do that. But he lied. Till death, he could not. The blood of our people are flowing on the land, and you are flying in the air. Your father forcefully made himself the minister of petroleum, and a position he knows little or nothing about. And under him, Nigeria has lost over 500 billion. Money that is enough to give stable electricity to at least 3 Nigerian states. Your father has disobeyed over 40 court orders because he has no respect for the rule of law. Your father has desecrated on the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The same Constitution is sworn to protect, to promote, to preserve, to uphold. He sees the legislature, sees the judiciary, as if you will be president forever. Is your father the first president? Will he be the last? It's more interested in the sound of the siren. Do you know the legacy your father is leaving behind? Yes, from now, men will stand and they will say, once upon a time, there lived a president who gave our presidential jet to his daughter. Once upon a time, there lived a president that had no respect for the rule of law. Once upon a time, there lived a president that never addressed Nigerians, even when Nigerians were being killed. And it was called excellency. That is the legacy your father is leaving behind. But the time, he still has time to change. Never have we experienced so much nepotism in our country. We are borrowing to finance our national budget, and our sweat is funding your private trips. We're spending money on our presidential jets. We are talking about our national asset here, not your father's farm. The only thing that has improved in Nigeria since 2015 is the health of your father, Muhammadu Buhari. We thank God for his life. What about the health of our people? What about the health of our country? Fellow Nigerians, we are learning from the tragedies that is passing by. But all this, they will all pass by. But we must learn from this that never again must we vote retired army officers to be civilian presidents, because their training is quite different from democratic governance. Never again must we vote based on tribe, both based on religion, on region, or party affiliation, because at the end of the day, all of us will suffer it. Never again. Subsequent elections must bring out the best in us. Never again. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.